Welcome to Maple Ridge Chrysler. My name is Jamarly, and today I'll be showing you this great 2015 Dodge Dart SXT in metallic. Starting up here at the front of the vehicle, we will see our bifunctional projector headlamps. These projector headlamps are actually really awesome. They project 40% more light than the regular halogen, and they're also protected by Lexan glass. This Lexan glass right here is actually the same material hockey visors are made out of, which means that if rocks kick up into your headlamps or from the highway, or if a hockey puck from the neighbor's kids get shot into these are not going to break, and you're not going to have your headlamps gone. Under this hood we have a 2.4 liter multi-air engine. This is a Tigershark engine, which is great on fuel economy and also great on power. Coming down here to our wheels, we have our 16-inch alloy rims wrapped in our Kuhmo Solus tires. These Kuhmo Solus tires are filled with nitrogen, as you can tell by this silver cap with the blue top. Nitrogen stays a more equal temperature throughout the whole entire year, which actually reduces the leakage from your tires and increases your fuel economy, which is great. If we take a look at these tires, we'll see that there's a great amount of tread, so you're not going to have to worry about changing those anytime soon. Coming up here to the mirrors, we'll notice that they are breakaway mirrors, which means they fold both to the front and to the back in the result of hitting something, like when you're backing up and you hit a tree accidentally, or if someone in a parking lot accidentally hits them, they'll move out of the way instead of being broken off completely. Now we're about to step inside the vehicle, but I'm going to quickly show you the remote. The remote has a few buttons equipped on it, one being the trunk button, which we'll look at in a moment. We have our lock. You press once, you lock the whole vehicle. And we have our unlock. You press once, you unlock the whole vehicle. And of course, your panic button, but we don't need that right now. Let's step inside. Here inside the door of this Dodge Dart, we have our left and right power mirror controls, our power window controls for every door, and our power locks. There's a great amount of space in the door, as well as one of the cabin speakers. Now coming in here to the side of the vehicle, we have our automatic headlamps controls. So we have it actually set on auto right now, which means you can forget it and they'll adjust according to the brightness of the day and turn off when you turn off the vehicle. You can also control the other settings, as well as the brightness display of the interior displays. We also have our hood lever, as well as our trunk button. And now I'm just gonna come in and adjust myself and turn on the vehicle, so just bear with me for a moment. And close the door. Now we have a great large cluster display in this vehicle with your small digital display right here, currently showing the temperature outside, what gear we're in, and how many kilometers are on this vehicle, which is 2,463 low kilometers on this. Now, if we just flip through for a few of these screens, we can see our speedometer in kilometers per hour, which is great, digitally. As well, we can look at our trip information. We see our range till empty, our fuel economy, as well as our tire pressure on all four wheels, our oil life, and so much more in this screen, which is great. Coming down here, we have our voice recognition controls. We can hook our phone up to our radio center in order to, with Bluetooth of course, in order to control your phone. You can manage your calls and your text messages through this button, which is great. And these are the remotes to move through that digital screen. Coming over here, we have our cruise control settings. We have our radio over here, our radio center. We can pop in a CD, we can control our volume and tuning. Down below we have our climate controls with our traction control and hazard button. We also have a DC plug down here below, our shifter right here. We have a very large glove compartment, so you can store all the things that you need to. And we also have a large center console with your DC plug and auxiliary jack in there. Your cup holders in the center, along with your e-brake. Now, another cool thing inside this vehicle is that these seats, as soft as they are, they're also fire retardant. And so you're not going to have to worry about them catching on fire in the case of an inside fire, and you can be sure that you're going to be able to last for a bit. As well as there's this great glasses holder up above. Now we're just going to step out to the back. Here in the back seat of the vehicle, we will see our power window control, as well as there's a great amount of storage in the back seat with your seat back pockets. And we have our center console with the 2 cup holders, some storage in this middle piece, as well as some trunk access. Now, one of the really cool features about this back seat, as well as also being fire retardant like the front, the back seats are in a 60-40 split, which means you can fold down the seats and increase your trunk capacity, which is great. Coming around to the back, like I promised, we would look at the trunk. So all we got to do is double press this button on the remote and it unlatches, which is great. Now looking into the trunk, we will see a great amount of space, really spacious. But before we look down there, I just want to come up here to the top and you'll see this tab that can actually be pulled in the case that you have to exit through your trunk. It glows in the dark and it's actually a really great safety feature. Now looking below, we will see that underneath the floor of the trunk, you'll see your Mopar air compressor. In the case of a flat, you can hook that up to your tire. It'll release a resin into your tire that seals up the hole and allows you to drive up to 50 kilometers in order to get it fixed. Now, one of the really cool features that you don't see in this vehicle is that it's a uni-body laser welded vehicle, which means it has increased amounts of strength in the case of an accident. It's not going to just crumple, as well as all the doors have crossbars on the side that you can't actually see. In the case of an accident and you're sideswiped, they will actually spread the impact around the body in order to help keep you safe. Thank you for doing this walk around of this 2015 Dodge Dart SXT in metallic. I hope you'll come down to Maple Ridge Chrysler to check out this vehicle or the new and used options. Remember, we have 0% financing and we're closer than you think. Bye-bye.